Contact with I feel the prison rise. KSGV, your favorite truth unties. Voices collide, beat drops to the flow. Brace yourself, the vibes about to roll. Male and female voices weave the tale. Hip-hop fire on the sonic trail. For the seekers of truth, let the faith ignite. Hits rhythm and reason, bringing day to night.
What's up, my people? What's up, my people? What's up? KGV of Faith in the building, Rhythms and Reason once again with you guys. Thanks for tuning in with me. Hey, yo, today we gonna look at my dude, the leader. He be having me crying. He's like raw and cut. Kind of remind me of me, but I think he's a little more raw than I am. Like the way he be coming off on cats, he be roasting, dragging dudes. Today it's quick. It's weird because I never really see him talk about like anything outside of music. Like really, it's gonna be my first time like witnessing his, his thoughts on political matters. So let's get right into that as we see what he's talking about. I know this is gonna be good.
Trump never fails to disappoint me. And honestly, I'm not even mad at him anymore. I'm just exhausted by the people who keep acting shocked every time he does something unhinged. Like, bruh, how many times does a man have to nuke logic, lie on camera, and throw tantrums in a red tie before y'all get the memo? I mean, it's not like he ever pretended to be normal. He's been given super demon energy from day one.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
This guy walked into the political scene like, hi, I have no filter, no morals, and no understanding of basic government structure, but let me cook. And you know what you guys did. Y'all still gave him the easy bake oven. Y'all couldn't wait to get burned. The red flags weren't even red. They were fluorescent, waving warning signs like a PS5 controller, flashing red when you're about to be unalived. But people kept squinting like maybe he means well. No, he doesn't. He literally told you who he was, repeatedly, in all caps.
And it's crazy because me being born and raised in Manhattan, aka Harlem, the part that I'm from, I keep telling dudes outside of New York City, like, yo, when they try to debate me about this dude, I'll be like, bro, in New York City, in our culture, it's like anybody who's big in New York, like it could be Trump, it could, rappers, whoever. You always know their business of what's going on because it's like it's always out there. Like even if you don't care to know, you're going to hear about it. Like I used to hear about Trump little run-ins and antics all the time, and like, why do I need to know this? Like even though I'm glad I know in hindsight, because now it's like I don't fall for the BS and smoke and mirrors that outsiders do. Most New Yorkers don't rock with Trump. You know what I'm saying? That's facts. His own family don't rock with him. My wife read the book about, from his niece, and they didn't expect him to win. They only were supporting the name when it came to that presidential run. It wasn't because of him. It was because their names is on that too, no Trump. So that's what they did, and they didn't expect him to win. And when he won, they was like, "Oh snap! Oh boy, this is gonna go bad." And it's funny. They all think that. I just seen his niece on TV like a week ago talking about the same thing again. But anyway, let's keep it going. But yeah, y'all people that run with him, yeah, y'all need help.
Caps on Twitter. So when he crashes out yet again, it's like, yeah, obviously, of course he did. Why y'all acting shocked? That's his whole brand. And now y'all in the comments like, I can't believe this. Believe it. He gave us the trailer, the script, the bloopers. This isn't even part one. This is a sequel. And y'all chose to ignore all that. So at this point, being surprised by Trump is like getting wet in the rain without an umbrella. When the weather app told you, dumbass, there's gonna be a thunderstorm, and you still went outside.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now.
So apparently Trump woke up last week and decided, you know what would really eat a war? Yeah, the Cheeto-faced president just obliterated, I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to get flagged, but I will show you the picture of it. Yeah, he dropped a nuke like it was a side quest, and we're just supposed to ignore it and go to work like he didn't just crash out, as if he didn't just hit us with the presidential version of y'all on your own. Bruh, I'm bagging groceries. Why are you speed running global destruction? Chill out. You doing too much.
Stop it.
Have a Snickers. Go sit down. Go eat McDonald's. Get a Happy Meal. Fardal, Natanz, is Fahan. I'd say I just obliterated your names, but it doesn't matter because Trump beat me to it in real life. He nuked their nuclear sites with American jets and submarines. Like this was a Battleship board game.
It's already happening. I'm seeing memes that are like Americans bombed Iran. I didn't do shit. I was sitting in my house. The edible hit as the news alert came out. I just live here.
This dipshit said, we're not doing regime change, but also here's 3 missiles. Now go sit in the corner and think about what you did. No, that's not how foreign policy works, jackass. So the other guys, I'll show you a picture of them. You know them. They started a beef with them on June 13th. And instead of minding his damn business, Trump slid in like, let me stir the pot too. This man inserted America into someone else's fight like your drunk uncle at a family gathering. Couldn't just mind his business. And the wildest part, he told everyone, I'm gonna wait 2 weeks before I do anything.
Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier.
The crazy thing about this, right, is they talk about nuclear facilities. Now, let me make this one thing clear, because I'm a smart brother, and I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but I stay in the know. And I know for a fact that nuclear facilities don't have nuclear missiles. That's where they keep the radioactive materials and things to make nuclear missiles. And a lot of people think, oh, he just showing they nuclear missiles. And no, facilities is not having to do with the missiles. Those are usually in silos and all that, nuclear silos and all that. But what it will do if something like that blow up or get obliterated, as he says, it will spread radiation in the air, making it unsafe for even innocent people to have nothing to do with that situation. That is one thing that him doing that will do. For real, for real. It will cause radiations fallout in the air. Kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not like Chernobyl, you know what I'm saying? That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? That blows in the wind. I don't think people be thinking about stuff before they do it. Real talk.
He over here dropping nukes like it was a SoundCloud single with no promo, no rollout, just random explosions. It's the fact that Trump is really out here banging on him. He banging the US like it's a set. No, I'm dead.
Hey, yo, I just had a door, yo. Hey, yo, if you think about it, Trump and Drake is the same, yo. Because Drake take people's songs and stuff without asking. And then he'll do a song with you and then take your song and take yourself and take you off it and then run with it like he do whatever he want. Put out them 100 gigs without authorization from UG. They took that shit down. Hey, yo, just like Trump, he didn't go to Congress, whom you're supposed to go to even make any type of action like this happen. He didn't do that. They kind of favor each other. Real talk. They on the same BS, same wayward thinking and doing things. For real, for real. And it's sad state of affairs.
That serious. He dropped the American flag on Twitter right after nuking them like it was a mixtape cover or something. Straight up set tripping on him like he was in a drill music video. I'm telling you.
His wording is hilarious.
He turned into a whole thug. He hit the airstrike and then hit post like it was a double tap on Instagram or something. At this point, I don't think Trump takes life seriously at all. You could tell he was born rich. He's just spoiled. He is really out here deporting families, beefing with entire countries, casually dropping explosions like it's GTA Online.
And now they talking about that they might team up together. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. Because like the lady said, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Why are we going to have beef? You know, I don't know if you guys seen the little TikTok videos with black people like, man, you know, we in this with y'all. Like, we get treated bad. I'm like, I'm with y'all, guys. I'm American, but I'm just saying, we don't get treated like how can I say, what they would refer to as authentic Americans. You know what I'm saying? You know, they out here thinking that we immigrants. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's keep it moving.
And we still haven't seen that Epstein list. Over here moving like a full-blown demon. Got war crimes in one hand and the scandal files in the other. Just multitasking evil. I can't make this shit up. He a for real menace. And it's the fact that it's only been about 5 months. 5. It's just been 5. We still got 3.5 more years with this NPC glitching through democracy. How the hell did we fumble this hard? He already obliterated a country, started beef with half the planet, got ICE on speed dial, and we still don't know what's on that Epstein list. This man been president for half of a Netflix season, and I feel like we're already at the series finale. Like, it just started. We're cooked. It's done.
Hey, yo, I feel that right there. It do feel that way. Like, damn, he ain't been in office that long. It's like because he said, 3 more years. But the funny thing, the way Trump is moving, like, yo, we gonna get to them 3 years for real, for real.
Done. And whoever the red pill goofballs that voted this dusty Cheeto back into office, you should be the first ones drafted. Y'all need to be the first ones drafted.
Facts. All my friends on Facebook, y'all rock with him. Y'all should be over there too. Put your money where your mouth is. You know what I'm saying? Be a true believer. You know what I'm saying? Like, people be trying to make fun of people that believe in Jesus and all that. You know what I'm saying? I feel the same way about y'all. Like, hey, that's who you roll with, man. Yo, better pick up your Trump cross and bear it, baby. Because, yeah, y'all the ones who did this. And it just shows how selfish and ignorant and how lost and out of touch people are. And it also shows that they don't know shit about politics. Because if they really did, they wouldn't even went that way. Because you can't cherry pick your candidates as far as the actions that they're going to take. And what they say they're doing. You can't be like, I'll be with Trump because he believe in he's against gays or transsexuals and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you're not. That's the only thing you're riding with him for. But when you vote for that, you're voting for everything, and that's facts.
Front and center, front line, helmet on, real combat. Since you wanted this smoke so bad, go ahead and fight. Go fight them for your daddy Trump. Y'all was over there saying fuck Joe Biden for funding wars, then turned around and clapped when Trump sent them missiles over there, inserting us into their problems we
being straight hypocrites.
Didn't ask for. I'd rather have Joe send them money to keep us out of the shit. But nah, y'all rather take that money and fund Trump's real life video game where he's gonna send out real soldiers to fight this real war that we did not ask for. Meanwhile, the rest of us that didn't sign up for this shit, please leave us the fuck alone. Hey, man, just aim for the Trump supporters. Mar-a-Lago in the White House. Not us. We didn't even vote for this cracked out episode. Leave us the fuck alone. Leave us out of it. All the red hats, that's the targets right there. Leave us out of this shit. Hey, Gen Z been having me weak. I ain't gonna leave a hole, man. They are so unserious. It's low-key impressive.
America, not you trying to strip our rights away. Now you want us to go fight for you. I know they better not be expecting my little gay ass to sign up for no World War III. Bitch, I didn't vote for that. The ones that are missing teeth in middle America, baby, y'all are the first ones that should.
He said missing teeth in middle America, the rural areas.
Sign up, because y'all voted for us to be here. Then y'all should be the front line, honey. Yes. Why not? Fight for your country, girl. Fight.
How we used to say the next dudes, you know what I'm saying? Don't talk about it, be about it. For real, for real. It's a word is born, like my man Big Kid say. Salute to Big Kid.
For what you voted for.
Ready with me for my first world war. Now, I have literally never been in war before. I've never gone to war before. So this would be like first. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm like super totally nervous about this.
I've been on TikTok and Twitter watching them post war fit checks as if they're going to Coachella or something, talking about what songs y'all playing at the draft, like they pre-gaming and shit. But then in the same timeline, the same breath, they're in full panic mode, crying in the comments like, this is giving me anxiety, I can't sleep. What if I get drafted for a deployment? I'm like, bruh, you just posted a meme of you twerking in camo. Now you crying? What's going on? Make up your mind. But then us millennials, we are so unbothered. Like for real, we're hella unbothered. We know it.
Gen X, we know the score, we know the ledge with Trump, so we just sit back and watch. You know what I'm saying? But I do agree with many people that all y'all that rhyme with that, y'all should be the ones on the front line. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I ain't gonna say it's a cult, but it seems like that. So hey, you know what I'm saying? Go handle your business. Stand on 10, right? Stand on them 10.
It's serious, but we're not even flinching for real.
Oh, no friends commercial. That service, I clicked out the commercial, but I rock with them. Then you can make some dope content with them. For real, for real. I think it's called neural frames.
Cause we been here. We done this like plenty of times, cried about it, laughed through it, and kept it pushing. At this point, it's just new shit, same toilet. I mean, we survived 2 wars, 2 recessions, anthrax scares, school pew-pewers became normal, student debt is draining our souls as we speak.
The only ones who could relate to us Gen X, is millenniums. Gen Zs, no. Alpha and betas, no. They're young anyway. They like babies and toddlers and 9 and 10, but yeah, the millenniums, they can relate. You know what I'm saying? They like right after the Gen Zs. Nah, they, you know what I'm saying? They ain't relating to that. Yeah, I ain't gonna say all of them are like that. It might be a couple of that do, you know what I'm saying? Depending on how they raised and everything, you know, how they learn and everything. But yeah, let's keep it going.
Climate change panic since 5th grade. I'm telling you, it's been like that since the 5th grade. Trump's first term, the Rona, the lockdowns, toilet paper wars, working through that with no raise. Every social media app that ever existed, we witnessed it rise and fall. The Capitol getting stormed like it was zombies. Gas hitting like $10. I mean, we are tired. We desensitized. We vibing through this chaos like we've been through it already. We are literally too busy for all this war nonsense. We're out here trying to pay bills, take our kids to school, and stress about whether that random back pain is cancer or just a bad night's sleep. Over here Googling our symptoms and shit like sharp pain, left side of chest, then immediately spiraling like, well, I guess this is it, I'm done. Those are our problems.
Oh my God, it's funny, cuz. We do be doing that, yo. I mean, but it's a smart move, you know what I'm saying? Because at least that tells, you know, tell me that a person is like in you know, connected to themselves on a level of like being, you know, concerned about what's happening. Because, you know, we live in a society, especially in minorities, like such as my people, like they don't, a lot of us be dying prematurely because they don't go to the doctor, have doctor visits, you know, on you know, frequent like checkups or, you know, physical checkups once a year and things of that nature. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I do that. I stay on top of stuff for real. I don't be playing around.
Let's keep it lit. America is officially in its flop era. Like, we're not even a country anymore. We're more like one of them annoying content creators that can't shut the fuck up. Basically like me, we are me right now. Trump turned us into the douchebag in everyone's group project, and we still walk around like we're the main character. And the rest of the world, they're watching us like reality TV. France got popcorn, Japan taking notes. And the craziest part, half the country still rise for this dude. They really be praising this dude like he's the second coming of Jesus in a red tie. I know you guys seen them trucks with them Trump flags flying on a Wednesday afternoon. Like, what are you doing, bro? Why are you driving with Trump? Like, he's a fucking sports team or something. Like, what are we doing here? I could take none of you guys seriously, because whoever drives around and worships a man who looks like if American cheese came to life, bruh is built like a melted candle and talks like a 7th grader who just got told no for the first time. This man just turned us into real life hot pockets. We are now hot pockets. We are about to get fucked. I'm just tired of his dumbass fan base. They be like, I love America. Bruh, shut the fuck up. Y'all stormed the Capitol in Skechers. Skechers. You think you're gonna be able to fight for freedom in them Skechers? How about we start with flossing? Half of y'all trumpets have bad breath. While I was editing this video, our ops across the seas tried to nuke our base in Cater. And guess what? They flopped. They flopped harder than LeBron James. They launched like 14 missiles at our air base and missed every single one. How the fuck you miss every single one? Now, I'm glad you missed every single one. No.
The crazy part, I know that, I seen that report, but here go the crazy part. They made it seem like, oh, they attacked our military base over there. And, you know what I'm saying, like it was like, you know what I'm saying, like they accomplished what they were trying to do. And I think they do that to make it seem like, you know, make us upset. So be like, yeah, get them back. They gonna do what? You know what I'm saying? Man, this is crazy.
Ain't no coordination. They went out there with a hope. Not even a prayer. They hit nothing. How the fuck you gonna try to flex with mid-range missiles and can't even dent a fence?
I got no confidence. I thought my playlist was cool. It was the opposite. I said, well, what's your...
Anyway, right after that little embarrassment, they got real quiet, got humbled, because they actually went and said, hey, never mind, we done. They wanted to cease fire. Same with the people they had beef with from the jump. Even they said they wanted to cease fire. Everybody collectively said, let's pack it up. And you know who was sitting in the corner just stirring the pot? The Cheeto himself. This dude literally dropped nuts on the table. Pause. Called the bluff. He sent in ghost mode bombers that smoked them, smoked their nuclear sites like it was nothing. Hey, look, I'm gonna be honest. Do I still think Trump's a walking brain fart and dumb as hell? Hell yeah, I can't stand him. But do I respect the flex of casually sending stealth bombers to fly in undetected and clap the enemy's cheeks? No pause. Also, yes. It was dumb, of course. It was hella dumb.
Yeah, but they trying to say that those facilities was abandoned a long time ago, like they wasn't even worth doing that to. But that's what I think I hate about the world. It's like nobody want to be transparent. Everybody want to play this game. They want to act like they that dude or they the X Factor. But shit, at the X Factor, you should be the first one to be showing, you know what I'm saying, transparency, like and have clarity in what you're talking about and what you're trying to do. But they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? They make it seem like it's one way, but it's another. Just like with the CRT thing, they know what the history of America really is. What you trying to hide? Whatever's done in darkness is going to be brought to light, no matter how you do the CRT thing, all that. You know what I'm saying? I do believe the word when it say that. Whatever's done in darkness is going to be in light. Y'all, it's not going to be hidden. For real, for real. Let's keep it going.
He put us all at risk. And let's be real here, we're probably still at risk. It was obviously dangerous, and it was entirely unhinged. But it low-key worked. He pressed them so hard that they all rage quit the war. They rage quit. He basically showed them that their technology does not keep up with ours. He said, look, I done had them slide in there, and y'all didn't even see them coming. Pause. And then they slid right on out.
Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater. Future attacks.
I mean, I ain't gonna say they're not the bullies, but it goes hand in hand. Like I don't get it. Like even with the whole World Trade Center thing, it's like y'all killed Saddam Hussein, who didn't even do that. It's like how it go from him to him, and then I just don't understand that. Like, how did Iran get in this? First it was the Palestinians on them, and then now it's this. It's like it's crazy to me. It's crazy work.
Future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier.
You gotta respect the gangster in that. I can't even hold.
We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
I respect it, but at the same time, I still don't like the motherfucker. Like I said, this ain't a country anymore. It's a live stream with no mods. And Trump, he's the unhinged cousin that sends voice notes at 3 a.m. talking about, I just launched a missile. Laugh out loud. We are so cooked. We extra crispy with no seasoning. Sprinkled with foreign policy violations. Hey, look, the country that just got attacked by us, we ain't with him, all right? We're not with him. You don't gotta threaten us. We're not with him. We did not vote for him. Half of us are broke, traumatized. We barely got health care. Just hit Trump Tower and dip. We won't say nothing. Go to Mar-a-Lago and then just log off. I promise we won't tell. We will act like nothing happened. Just leave us the fuck out of it.
Yeah, my man deleted. Hey yo, go follow deleted. Yo, he got some dope content, especially with Drake and all that stuff. It's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? And when he talk about other stuff besides Drake and changing the mind and all that, but it's hilarious. Yo, but yeah, go check him out and follow him. You know what I'm saying? Give me one moment, y'all. I got to take something real quick. My bad, yo. I'm back. Had to take my blood pressure medicine that protect my kidneys because I have type 2 diabetes. So I'm trying to stay on it. But anyway, I love deleted content. And yo, the next thing I'm gonna be watching is about Drake. And it's funny because I feel like they both one and the same. Like they both have this wayward way of moving. Him and Trump is like they feel like they could do whatever they want whenever they want to do. And I'll be like, bro, you tripping, yo. But the dudes come across like that. And this one is my man, the Torture Chamber. Check him out because he got some good content too. And I rock with both of these guys. So we going to go right into it, right into it. Saying
I'm struggling with missing teeth, and that's why
not
I'm
into
here.
a commercial.
Yeah, I wouldn't have done anything like this. I would have went.
All right, man. Culture talk. You know the rules, man. All right, man. So look, today's episode, I want to go back and revisit this interview that Drake did about Pusha T, and I want y'all to see how vulnerable Drake is. I think this is probably the most vulnerable I ever seen Drake. And I think he was really affected by that battle and kind of led up to where, in my opinion, he didn't learn anything from it. But we're going to look at his movements and his facial expressions and everything. So, excuse me, I had made some lasagna the other day. You ever ate lasagna? And you left it in the refrigerator for like 2 days and you come back and it's like the greatest thing you ever tasted. Like the one thing about food, spaghetti,
Yep.
lasagna, anything that has that citrus acid, tomato, like it sets the seasoning set in. And when I tell you it's
He talking about the acidity.
it's like God gave you a piece of the pie. I'm telling you, it's great. But you know, my ex, she used to be able to make fried chicken still taste like fried chicken after it was in the refrigerator. I don't know what she did, but she was good. She was really good at doing stuff like that. And she used to get you know what? It's too much. So before we get into that, let me get this legendary spiel. This is Torch Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones at. Just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in the description or right here on the screen, Cash App. No more PayPal. They call me a hidden gem. 1,300 subscribers, over 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,000. And yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you are from. I will talk all day about food and my exes and how good they used to cook. And I was actually a better cook than them because I am an excellent cook. But yeah, so we don't want to get.
Me too. And I just don't cook anymore. You know, my baby love does all that, so I don't really do all that. But if I have to get down and dirty in the kitchen, I can. And I know a lot of people know you can't cook, or they think they could cook, but they really can. But I actually can cook. I've been cooking since I was about 11. My mom was on dialysis, so I have to help her cook, like the Thanksgiving dinners and stuff like that. So I learned how to cook, for real, for real. Anyway, let's keep it moving.
Get into that. We don't get into that. That's too much. It's too much information. You know what I'm saying? Too much. So let's get to it, man. Let's do it. All right, man. So let's get to this interview because, truth be told, I never really seen this interview fully. I seen pieces of it, but I want y'all to see this. I want us to go back in time and watch this. And this is before this. This was after the story of Adonis. You know what I'm saying? And this is what happened and how he was affected by this battle. So let's get it.
I have no desire to ever mend anything with that person. And yeah, that situation.
One moment, I know this interview, and I seen majority of all of it. This is the interview that I talk about on one of my episodes, podcast episodes, when I say it was scripted. This is the interview. This is a fake ass interview. He actually set this interview up. It's scripted. You know what I'm saying? From what I researched and seen and heard about, this interview is scripted. I'm just going to leave it saying allegedly. Okay, I'll leave it like that. But this is supposed to be scripted.
Just went, it just went where it went, and it's just there is no.
In a way, it seemed like it is because, I used to be in drama and I ran drama in high school and all that, and the way he's moving. And I used to work for One Police Plaza, as in my youth in the summer youth programs, and I learned a lot of stuff about body language and all that type of stuff. And in this interview, the way Drake is moving, he's lying and he's being defensive in his own little way, kind of like deflecting things of that nature. People like
There's no turning back. It's not like those other situations. I'll say at that point, it wasn't even about battle rap or any of that. It was just the information was too shocking. It was, like I said, on his part, it was a genius chess move. He obviously has no like.
I'm not laughing at him. I'm just saying, like, I just find it funny that, I think that when Drake is sitting here saying that he could never mend anything, I think that he knew. And I'll be honest with you, his arch nemesis is Kendrick. That's like Joker and Batman. That's what this is. But I believe that Drake.
I wasn't trying to lose 8 pounds, but then this happened. Factor is my favorite hack for losing weight sustainably with restaurant.
How would I say this? Drake's maybe his Achilles heel, maybe Kendrick, and his arch nemesis, maybe Kendrick. But I think that Pusha T actually, I believe, scares Drake. I believe Drake wants to have a competition with Kendrick, whether it's whatever, but he say little things here and there about Pusha T, but I think Pusha T actually frightens Drake. I think he looks at Pusha T as he's the anti-hero. He's not a hero. He's the guy you don't really know what he's gonna do. He's like Deadpool to him. You know what I'm saying?
he said Deadpool. He said you scared. I could kind of see that. You know what I'm saying? I could see a little something like that happening. But then again, it's like you're a walking contradiction, and you know what I'm saying? Like, even if he's scared, you still be throwing little pot shots and stuff. That'll get you hurt too. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you can't be running out here like you that dude and you not. For real. Nah.
So I think it's, if y'all know comic books, you know what I'm saying? Even though Deadpool is Wade Wilson, we got Slade Wilson, that's Deathstroke. I know about my comic book shit, so let's keep it going.
When it comes to me, he's not gonna have any like morals or respect. So the other elements of the record, whether it be like,
did he just throw a shot talking about he have no morals and respect? Dude, are you kidding me? You sleeping with married women? Talking about people, children, and their wives, and you have the nerve? You a fucking hypocrite. Shut up, Drake. You a straight hypocrite. I know he can't hear me, but he's a hypocrite.
just like the shit that he's making up about my mom and my dad and all this like dumb shit, or obviously the part.
One last time he said somebody's mom and dad. That's bullshit. Because when Drake was like telling people in the interview, "Oh, my daddy wasn't around like that," and this and that, his daddy put him on blast that he basically called him a liar. I don't know if you guys seen that when his dad talked about it. He basically called Drake a damn liar. Facts.
Part that hit me the most, which is like wishing like that my friend that has an illness like dies. Like that shit to me is just not really wavy. Like I'm just not really with that. Like
the thing is too, I think that that's another thing that Drake never battled somebody like Pusha T where the gloves are off. And I think that Pusha T was letting him know, like, listen, I don't really care about you like that. This nothing you could say. I think this is one of the reasons why Drake has went on this full-on campaign of removing Pusha T stuff or trying to get his stuff removed or allegedly trying to get his stuff removed because of this. You see it on what he's saying.
And on top of it, but I thought you studied battle raps for a living. You must be broke in no checks from me because I don't see how you studying it when you go watch URL, King of the Dot, all that. They be going in. They get monstrous, nefarious with it. So, touch souls and hurt pride with it. So you fake, yo. And my cousin my cousin, man, oh, you still about, but he trying to tell me, oh, you should post this and don't post that. I'm a grown man. You can't tell me what to post. That's number one. Number two, I would never glaze or D-Rod or do. You know what I'm saying? That's not manly at all. Real talk. Real talk. That's not manly.
Drake was going through something. I think that Pusha T had him up at night, like really messing with his head, because there's really nothing he could have did. Only thing he could do is just, because he looked at it like, this guy is a peon compared to me, and he really is. How, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick is something different. Because I think he thought that he was better than Kendrick, and it was going to be an easy task, but he already know. But I think he's kind of scared of Pusha T. Let's keep it going.
And when I did say, oh, there's rules to this, I didn't mean there's rules that anybody has to follow. But like in battle rap, they just headshotted that guy the other day because he was on stage and he pulled out a picture of the guy's dead aunt and started rapping about, that type of shit. And it just is what it is. There's a point where you're gonna want to stop rapping. I'm sure I could say something about, your lovely lady or, a child or a family member, and you're just gonna want to not really rap anymore.
This is remarkable. You even said it yourself in the interview, my nigga. You said it yourself. There's going to be a time where you don't want to rap no more. Kendrick Lamar literally said to you, let's keep it as a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. You know what I'm saying? And now you're sitting here saying that and what you did was you pushed the line. See, this is what I mean by Drake. A lot of times he don't read the room. And he does whatever he thinks he wants to do, and then everybody else got to follow his rule. And we got to follow his lead. Like, nah, dog. You said some things about his wife. You said some things about Kanye. You was going off back then, bro. You was going off.
So that's just kind of where I got to. I just had to admit, like, yo, I'm really, and when I was making the record, in Response, which was a real record, I know people think it's like some myth. It was like on this Vinyls beat, and I just found myself saying things that, like, one seemed really out of character, just because I was like deeply invested in the situation and getting very angry, and saying things that I don't.
Stop the cap, because I know what you're talking about Jay Prince stopped him from doing it. Dude, stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap. Real talk. Jay Prince, your daddy, you a grown-ass man, dog. Miss me with that.
Know if in 2 years I'd want to hear myself say. And I just realized that, like, nobody cares about this guy. So it's not really much I can say better than Drake has a baby. He won. He won off.
Nah, dog. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, bro, this is telling.
That.
Hey, yo, Cuzzo, if you watch my podcast, yo, and see this episode, check your boy, yo, because you rhyme with the wrong team, bro. He talking about Pusha T. Nobody care about this guy. Dude, we knew about Pusha T and ran with Pusha T and Mollis and them way before you even existed, dude. What you talking about, bro? We care about them, yo. If we ain't care about them, they wouldn't be checking for the album now. And Mollis ain't been around for a minute and checking for him. What are you talking about? You be too full of yourself, bro.
Off that bomb. I had at the time I was working with Adidas, and we were toying with the idea of a name being a play off of a name, off of my son's name. I wasn't revealing my son.
We pretty much take it all. Fridges and dishwashers and dressers, drawers, couches, mattresses.
Definitely time for me to pay my premium bill. Matter of fact, I heard the prices went down because I used to have the family plan, and then it was like $16 and change, and then it just skyrocket up to $19, $20 But I just seen it today and seen that, like, dang, it went back down. They must be feeling the pinch. You know what I mean? But yeah, I need to go back to my premium.
Bro, that's I don't understand how that went over my head. Adonis, Adidas, that's crazy. I didn't even pay attention to that.
It ain't go over my head because first of all, Adonis is something is a Greek is a Greek is from the Greek Adonis. That's where that word come from. Matter of fact, I forgot. It's a story with Adonis in it. I'm trying to remember the story, but right now we ain't on that. We on this. This ain't a history lesson.
Adonis, Adonis. I didn't even get it until he just said that. But when he said that, yeah, this guy is nobody and Pusha T, he kind of got me. I think he realized right then and there he was battling a real MC. I think other people he was battling before, they was kind of like in his lane, except he didn't go a full-fledged war with Kendrick, but I think he felt like people that he battled that wasn't equipped to go to that length.
I won't really agree with that part. I mean, how many people really battle? Because Meek Mills, I feel the reason he beat Meek Mills is because Meek Mills did the same exact thing he did, like underestimate. Cause I'm like this: if I was Meek Mills, I know a dude got ghostwriters. I'm gonna prepare for that, and I used to battle rap. Like not that URL stuff like that. I rock with them, but I was the original battle rappers that we battle at the top of the head. You know what I'm saying? And Meek Mills messed up with that. I think that's the only thing Meek Mills did that kind of messed it up for him. But everybody said that Common bodied him with that Kenneth Drive verse. So yeah, I don't know, bro. I think he been bodied before he got bodied by Kendrick. He got bodied by Common too. Facts.
Yeah, he didn't really realize that. And then I think he also believed that he had something over Pusha T and realized that when you talking about people's wives, bro, you got to understand this. That opens the door for a lot of stuff.
With Adidas, or like I wasn't gonna have my son like in a fucking right. But yeah, no, I was just, to be honest with you, I actually did a DNA test for my son, and they came back to us and they said that the DNA test got ruined in transit, and that they couldn't be 100% sure that that was my son or not. So I
know about this story, and that ain't the story that ain't the original story. The original story that he ain't believe the girl, so he had more than one test done. So I don't know where he got that from. Cause before this, that was what was being said on that from that camp. So yeah, let's keep it moving.
I was in a really weird pending situation where I didn't want to go tell the world that was my son, and it wasn't.
That's cat, nigga. This is cat.
And that's why I keep telling y'all, yo, this thing was scripted. He clearing the air, bro. He doing it. He being his own spin doctor. You know, man, y'all know what a spin doctor is. They the PR team that clean up the mess of, like, make it look pretty, even though it's ugly. You know what I'm saying? He's being a spin doctor right now.
Cat, bro. Bro. I never seen this part of the interview. This is cat. You saying that you are Drake, the biggest artist in the world at the time, and you telling me that a DNA test came back in transit where they really couldn't tell? Nah, bro. What? Nah.
I had DNA tests done on kids, and it do not work like that. So I don't understand how is that. You know what I'm saying? How did it get messed up in transit? You know what I'm saying? I want to know what happened. Was a car crash or something? You know what I'm saying? Because as a person who from the medical field of delivering narcotics and things of that nature, I deal with that type of stuff, working for McKesson and all that, Walmart pharmacies, Kroger pharmacies, Maya pharmacies, dealing with all that type of stuff, from THC to narcotics to transporting it to nursing homes and all that facilities. So I'm like, yo, he capping. He is capping.
I'm not believing that at all. I ain't falling for the okie doke. Not falling for it, bro. That's cat, bro. I don't believe that at all.
So I was in a really weird pending situation where I didn't want to go tell the world that was my son, and it wasn't.
But here go the catch, y'all. He's saying that he didn't want to do that, right? Which is slightly understandable. But you can't control the baby mama's mouth, because she could have just went out there and said whatever. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just like that was like a lost cause. Like, cause even if you didn't do it, somebody else could do it. Facts.
If you see my boy, you'll understand. Like, at the time, I was like, I mean, he's just a stunning child, with the brightest blue eyes. And at the time, I was like, I don't know. But, it actually wasn't until a week before the album came out that I got confirmation that was definitely my son. It took me 2 more.
Probably one of the biggest questions that we get from our customers was, well, how do you really go about buying gold? One option that people...
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and this is just my opinion. Adonis don't look like Drake. He don't. He look more like his mom.
Yeah, I'm about to
but
say
he really don't look like Drake
I was about to say that he do favor his mom.
like that. Now, I'm not saying that it's not Drake's son, because obviously it's Drake's son. But I just don't think Adonis looks like him. He takes his mom features more.
And the funny thing that Drake don't even look like his daddy. He look like his uncle Larry. You know what I'm saying? Larry Graham that sing 1 in a Million for y'all don't know. That's his uncle. Yeah, he be talking about sometime. I know a lot of y'all know, but a lot of people don't know because they don't be caring about knowing all that. They don't care about Drake. You know what I'm saying? I don't, but I just know that information because I'm in the industry. But anyway, let's keep it moving.
Maybe when he gets older, he might. Maybe as he gets older, he might. But when I first seen Adonis, I'm not gonna say I didn't think he was his son. I'm just gonna say he didn't look like him. You know what I mean? He looked like him. But yeah.
Valid test with 2 different companies. Yeah. So, I mean, again, I wasn't like all the details of his record are all just like fabricated, so just to make it more interesting. The story is actually not really that interesting. The biggest part of it is that I have a son. But it wasn't like, oh, I'm hiding him. Or he has a point. He can say, yo, you brought up my lady's name. Oh, all bets are off the table. That's fine. Like I said, we all think differently, right? And even like, even in the Me and Meek situation, if you listen back to those records, we didn't.
This is scripted, man. You can just see this. Just take all the foolishness in your head, toss it aside, and look at this like with raw eyes and an open mind. You could tell this is scripted. He's capping.
Really go that crazy on each other. Yeah. And we...
Not really, dog. You watched me. You ain't really go crazy on each other. You watched him, bro. And obviously people say, well, he didn't write it. We just speaking on Drake performing it. You watched him, bro. Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers. You getting by.
Yeah, it's because he, like I said, Meek Mills underestimate him. If you really look at the whole timeline, matter of fact, you can see how it parallels with each other. The same exact things that Drake did to Meek Mills, Kendrick did to Drake. Facts. The same exact thing. I seen a video when Drake was on stage in Philly. He had to run about in Philly because he couldn't stay there because it was going to get hot for him. You know what I'm saying? Straight facts. You know what I'm saying? I seen how Drake thinks too highly of himself that he can't lose a battle. That's why we ain't in court now. And then now stretching over to UMG trying to with content creators and everything else. And the funny thing is that Drake basically, like, I can't explain it. I think I had a brain fart. Let me stop. But yeah, he just ain't the right yo. Let me just let this go because he just irritates my soul.
Body by a singing nigga? Nah, there was nothing Meek could have had did. I know a lot of people go back and say, oh, well, if you listen to Meek bars, he probably got... No.
I didn't say that. I just felt like Meek came too weak with it. I felt like he came light. Like he underestimated him. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, a little bit ago, I said, yo, if you saying he got ghostwriters and all that, when you prepare for that, when you want to go hard as you can go, just because you don't know what type of angle or who's writing it for him or who's doing what, that's how he ended up getting washed. It ain't because Meek Mills is whack. It's because he started getting lackadaisical and start lacking. You can't be lacking out in no battles or niggas out here dissing. You can't be doing that. No matter how nice you are, you will never catch Jay-Z and them doing that. Nas and them doing that. Cause they know what it is. No, then Joey Badass, all of them. I can name them all. All the cats that's on that, even me. I'm the type that's like, yo, even if y'all hear some of my songs, I always prepared in my mind, like if anybody hear the songs and think I'm speaking on them or want to come at me, let's go.
No. Shout out to all my bitches, wife and niggas. Nah, nah, bro. It wasn't fair. It wasn't fair. He got washed. You know what I'm saying? And this was we're talking like back to back. We ain't even talking about charged up. I ain't charged up was fire too, but back to back was crazy.
I was pissed off with Meek on that one, yo. I was so heated, man. I felt like a disappointed father. Well, I'm like, son, for real, you did, yo, come on, man. You let this clown, goofy ass nigga beat you? What? What? He couldn't even with me, for real. And I'm not even talking sideways. I'm keeping it fat. When you know, you know. When you know who you are as a person, and that's one thing about hip hop. You can't come in the game half shook. You can't come in the game telling you want to spit and all that. But when a nigga say something, the freestyle or something, you do this and do that. Nah, though. This is a sport, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be prepared. You gotta condition your mind. You gotta be ready to go all out raw. You know what I'm saying? Take them hits and get them hits, yo. Trust and believe. I know what I'm speaking about. Been there, done that.
But let's be clear here. Like, no, it wasn't none of that. Nah, you really got his ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what happened. I think you ran into a brick wall being Pusha T thinking that that's what it was. But you thought that, because I'm gonna be honest with you, Drake does say he studied battle raps for a living, but I don't think that that's the case. But the thing I'm saying about Drake is where I think where he goes wrong. He hangs with a lot of battle rappers. See, battle rappers are not the same as industry rappers.
Nope.
Industry rappers can ruin you. Battle rappers really can't ruin you because this is battle rap, and everybody knows that they say the most egregious things. But
man, the way they can ruin you, I can't agree with you, my man. On that note, only on that part. That's not true. Cause you gotta look at the whole thing, the whole scheme of things. A battle rapper can end you. If you're an industry cat and you're supposed to be nice, like let's take an example of take Drake. He in the industry. He get into it with some battle rappers, like say if it's Daylight, right? Daylight is barred up. You know Daylight is barred up. Charlie Clips, barred up. Tay Rock, barred up. You know what I'm saying? If they got into it with Drake and just dragged him, that could ruin his career. Because a nigga look at it like, damn, he got dragged by a battle rapper. Like, nigga that's not even in the industry. Well, who's sold the industry? Because it's still part of hip-hop. But like not main hip hop stream, the mainstream hip hop. So it's like, yeah, I don't agree with that, yo. Cause it'll be like saying you got dragged by a little nigga. For real. I mean, if you want to take it there, you could be like, yo, it seems like even though I don't feel like battle rappers are little niggas, you know what I'm saying? I'm just using that term to show the difference. Like the industry niggas is up here and they trying to make the battle rappers is like there, even though a lot of battle rappers lyrically is right here, for real. You know what I'm saying? But they just a lot of them can't formulate songs, like dope songs. Like I was a battle rapper, but I could formulate those songs because I was writing songs and that before I started battling. You know what I'm saying? But I battled because that's how I got better at writing songs. And that's how I got better at spitting because I battled people and got on the front line. You know what I'm saying, taking 2 and 3 rappers at a time battling. You know what I'm saying? We, like I said, doing up top of the head. But anyway, let's keep moving on.
But see, the thing about industry rappers that battle, they put things in certain places that would really affect your career. Like when he said that you're hiding a child, bro, there was nothing you could have said after that could have garnered you to win, bro. Nothing you could have said, bro. Afraid to what do you say? Afraid to grow your hair because it don't nap enough. Stuff like that, you can't get around that. You know what I'm saying? If that boy is sick. Like, nah, bro. Like, and either just 666. Like I'm saying, like, he did that whole the 6 thing. Bro, he really tore you, bro. He tore you.
Let's say I'm working on a research paper about the future of renewable energy, and I come across a study with findings I want to include in my paper. I can use Grammarly to paraphrase it so it fits more seamlessly into my paper.
And I think that I have to give Drake props. He battled, most of the people that Drake battled, they won, besides Meek. He lost to Common, in my opinion. He lost to Pusha T, and he lost to Kendrick. And I'm not gonna say he lost to Ross because that really wasn't a battle, but you're talking about three of the top guys, and when it comes to lyricists, they probably in the top 25 of all time. And he battled them dudes, so I gotta give him his props on that. I have to, but at the same time, you gotta think about it. Like, if you battled Meek and you think you gonna run into Pusha T like that, nah. Pusha T been a super lyricist for a long time, bro. Him and his brother, they super fire, bro. Like, and I think that he thought that, I mean, because if you listen to Infrared and it was Exodus, then Infrared, you listen to those joints, bro. Yeah.
Man, Pusha T and No Malice is a rapper's rapper, you know what I'm saying? I'm a rapper's rapper, but it ain't about me, you know what I'm saying? We talking about these kings right here. They rappers rapper. I remember when I first heard Pusha and his brother. At first I thought they were twins because they favor each other a lot, but they're not twins. You know what I'm saying? I think they like 5 years apart. And I think No Malice is older than Pusha T, from what I remember. But yeah, and they from New York, actually. They from the Bronx. They not really from Virginia. They okay, I'll say they from the Bronx. They came up in Virginia, but they really from New York. And it's crazy because the first thing I ever heard from them caught my attention. Like, no, you just be chilling and then you hear something like, damn, who that? And I seen the video, the funeral, that was fire to me. And it's like they bars were so fire, like it stuck with me. Like I'm like, y'all, I kept checking for them. You know what I'm saying? Then the grinding thing and all that stuff came out. So enough respect for them brothers, yo. Told my day, nobody cared and all that. Drake need to shut the hell up. He sound like the same dumb shit he said when Kendrick. He just had moments. He just had a couple of moments. Yeah, in that moments that he had, your dumb ass go to L in that moment, you idiot.
Yeah, he was getting Drake out of here before that. And I think a lot of people didn't really pay attention to that. You know what I mean? That's the joint I want to do. I want to do, who got better album, Pusha T or Drake?
Now, if you talking about the elements of hip hop, it's Drake is not in the playing field. It's No Malice and Pusha T, King Push. Drake is more of a poppy nigga. If you go look up Drake's background, his fans, in majority are pop fans. They're not hip hop fans. They're pop fans. The numbers show that. You know what I'm saying? I went and seen that. And I seen the video about it. They are pop fans. They not hip hop heads like traditional hip hop heads. They are pop fans. Oh, I got a song coming out called I don't want to say the name of the song, but I'm just gonna say like this. Cause I ain't finished it yet. I don't want to like put it out there yet. But I do have a song coming out talking about these type of situation with these MCs and all these fake MCs, these clown niggas like Drake and them. Yeah, it's coming real soon. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be recording part of it when I finish this podcast today. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's keep it moving.
Like, who got a better album, Pusha T or Drake? I know most people gonna say Pusha T because his albums is fire. I ain't gonna lie. Man, his albums are good. But let's keep it going.
Left Nick out of it, and we left kind of family out of it for the most part. Whether there was information that didn't get revealed or not, the point is like, there's just...
Nah, Drake, that's cat. That's cat. You didn't leave family out of it. You definitely brought Nicki Minaj into it, bro. What are you talking about? They were in a full-blown relationship. You definitely talked about her, bro. What are you talking about? You brought her in it. Shout out to all my bitches, wife and niggas, bro. Yeah, that's not your. Is that your girl tour? That's not your tour. That's your girl's tour. Like, bro, you really cut him deep with those female bars, bro. You really did. So I don't understand. I don't want to hear that. Cut it out, bro.
Some unwritten rules in the sport for some people. Obviously not for him, and that's fine, you know? And he's just made an entire career off of it, you know? And some people like his music. I personally don't, because I don't.
Cut it out, bro. I gotta keep stopping. Yo, this is cat, bro. Cut it out. You telling me that that he made a career off of dissing you?
The same thing they try to say about Kendrick Lamar. Y'all niggas be glazing and straight up punkin' puss dudes, yo. And he talking about, I don't even like his music. Nobody like you, you whack ass nigga. I asked my brother, who is straight hip hop. My man, my Ace Boom Coon, L-E to the E to the S. I was like, yo, cause my twin Denzi Blue was like, oh, you listen to Drake? I'm like, yo, why you keep asking me that? I started getting offended by it, because I was like, yo, damn, what's up with this dude? And at that time, I heard July. I heard Unforgettable, but they wasn't really just his song. They have people on it, like Unforgettable, Young Jeezy. But the whole thing is this, yo. When I asked my older brother that, because he a producer, engineer, and all that, check out Solar Green, y'all need them beats and engineering and all mastering, you know what I'm saying? He up in New York, down on the Lower East Side. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, his name's Solar Greed. You can find him. You know, he's on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can check him out. He can help you up with your musical needs. But anyway, hey, yo, I asked him, I said, yo, I think it was the Take Care album. Because I didn't even listen to Take Care. The first album I ever listened to by Drake was the Nothing Was the Same joint. I only listen to like 3 to 4 songs on there. I think it might 5 at tops, I'll say. Because I ain't listened to the whole album. I never did. And it's like I said, bro, so you heard that Drake Take Care album? He said, yeah. I said, what's your thoughts on it? Because, you know, my brother, my twin kept bringing it up and stuff. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? What's that? He was like, man, it made me feel like I need to be wearing a skirt and some high heels wearing a purse. Because he said it was feminine. It's for females. It ain't no hip hop. That shit is pop. Facts.
I don't think so, bro. Pusha T was been relevant. He's always been relevant. He ain't been the biggest artist, but he's definitely one of the people in the conversation. Making it, what? Are you kidding me, bro? He was, before he even was dissing you, before he dissed you, he had albums. He had a couple albums on his or solo albums. Then he had the Clips albums. They have hits. Like, what are you talking about?
If you watch this video, I'm going to say it one more time. I'm going to reiterate on this. If you watch this video with Drake talking, this is scripted. You can tell that he's putting on an act. You can tell that he's doing that Degrassi bullshit right now. The way he removed, the way his body moving. And watch when he talk when they get to the part about collaborations and ghostwriting type shit. He gonna kind of downplay it, and then the dude gonna be like, yo, you don't do that, right? And he ain't even gonna look straight ahead at the dude. He gonna be like, oh, like that. Come on, bro. Miss me with y'all antics.
I'm talking like he just said this yesterday. But like, still in all, like, come on, bro. You gotta learn to read the room. Like, you sit here saying you don't like his music. You might not, but you know what time it is, bro. Come on, cut it out.
Believe any of it, and I like to listen to guys that I believe. So you just get to peek behind the curtain. He's just made an entire career off of it, you know? And some people like his music. I personally don't, because I don't believe any of it.
How you make a career off of it? We talking about you don't believe none of it. You talking about Pusha T? Cause I seen a plug. The Pusha T plug has a whole video sitting down talking and having an interview with somebody talking about how they used to push weight and everything for real, dude. You talking about you don't believe none of it? We don't believe you. What you talking about? You goofy ass nigga.
And I like to listen to guys that I believe. So you just get.
Monday CRM has the best AI features in the game.
Especially in sales.
Hands down.
So for me, email
Yo, get the fuck. So you don't believe that he say, right? But you out here saying some things that you know you never did. And you like to listen, so you must not like to listen to yourself. This is wild business, bro. Come on, Drake.
To peek behind the curtain too, right? It's like, you know, when I was whatever 16, thinking that he was the biggest dope dealer in the world, serving bricks to every corner of America. Yeah, sure. I'm sure I was, you know, again, a fan.
That's what I meant to say, yo, when I paused it the last time. When I talk about the scripted thing, this is what Drake is basically doing. It'll be like having a problem with somebody, but you don't want to seem like you really have that problem with somebody. Because in a way, you're trying to come off like you're a victim and you that nigga at the same time. So what do? It's like, how do you just like, it's the way you start the conversations. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to. So what Drake is basically doing is he scripted this whole thing so he could bring up these topics and make it seem like it's just part of the interview, but it's actually questions and stuff that he already prepared to be asked. And that's facts. And you don't believe me, check on YouTube and you'll see his videos showing that Drake scripted this bull crap.
And And obviously more so just a fan of like Pharrell and the Neptunes. I always wanted to be signed to Star Trek and stuff like that. That was like the wave. But yeah, I mean, you know, now that I'm grown up and I actually know him and the truth is just kind of like, I don't know, it's not as appealing as it once. You know, I think that.
This is great, y'all. I love it. This is great. This interview is A1, bro. I love it. I'm so happy I went back and watched this interview. This is great, bro. Yeah, he tripping.
He definitely recruited a guy with a similar dislike for me, no matter what he says in interviews, you know. I know that.
How did he recruit? Because you talking about Pusha T recruited Kanye West on Good Music is Kanye West and Saha the Prince and a couple of dudes is on that. Travis, what's his name? Travis, Scott, all of them. So what you talking about? Kanye West recruited them for Good Music.
He can tell whoever, you know, I got love for him and whatever, but it's not love, you know. It's.
I never heard Pusha T talk about Drake in a positive way. Like, oh, I got love for. I never heard that.
There's something there that bothers him.
It's almost like everything that Drake says is really how he feel, but he pushes on another person. Y'all really need to peep that. My daddy was a psychologist. He studied psychiatry and all that, and I learned a lot from him too. And what Drake is doing throwing his baggage on somebody else. It's almost like when people talk about you, but they telling you, when somebody coming like, oh yeah, somebody such and such said this about you, but even the stuff that they said about you, they'll say that person said that too. They won't make it seem like they talked about you too. Everything they'll throw even they garbage that they said about you on the other person too. That's what Drake does.
Deeply, and yeah.
Maybe because you trying to fuck his wife. He's trying to mess with his girl. What are you talking about? You've been talking about you've been dicking this girl. Bro, this guy, bro, he definitely don't. They say women don't take accountability. Drake should be put in that class too. He never wants to take accountability for anything. This is crazy.
I can't fix it for him. So it just is what it is. I can never, ever, ever, ever turn my back on the things that I've said about him in a positive light, and I still feel all those same things. It's just, it's not on my end. I have no problem with any of these guys. I don't even know these guys like that.
You're lying. Stop the cap. And you contradicting yourself, dude, because you just said, I know him. Now that I know him. But now you're saying, I don't even know these guys. Come on, bro. You know them or you don't know them. Which one is it? Because you seem like you're Lulu and you confused.
This is a sport at the end.
This is crazy. I never seen this, bro.
I ain't seen
you
this
don't
part.
have no problem with none of these people. It's all them. It ain't you. It's not me. It's not me. I didn't do it. It's not
Same thing like Trump. Trump is the same way too.
me. Oh man. It ain't you, huh? Okay.
Of the day, and you know from a very early point, I've never shied away from defending myself. And I'm also sometimes eager to engage if I feel that you want to be slick or be offensive behind the scenes. I might choose to address it in music. And you know, that was how I ended myself up in the Pusha situation, which, you know, some of my favorite fighters in the world, you know, take a guy like Nate Diaz. You look at his record, it might not look like the craziest record, but you know, he's still one of my favorite fighters. He's still a dog.
Yeah. The crazy thing is that the whole thing was with Lil Wayne. He had nothing to do with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even have nothing to do with you. And another thing I'm gonna bring up and reiterate that I had on one of my episodes. I think my not the last one, but the one before that one. Yo, when people keep calling Drake the greatest entertainer in the world, the greatest this, the greatest that. No, he's not. If you got niggas writing for you, you're not great, my nigga. And let's keep it 100. When Jay Prince Jr. got with Drake, he kept pushing Drake on Lil Wayne. I don't know why y'all trying to act like that don't exist, and y'all niggas know it do. That nigga did not with Drake music. He said it was trash and garbage. He heard one song one day, because like I said, Jay Prince Jr. kept pushing it. And one day, Lil Wayne heard a song, was bobbing his head like, who that? And that's how that happened. Because then all the other times that you could go check out Jay Prince and them, they'll even tell you the same thing. Jay Prince Jr. tell you the same thing. Lil Wayne wasn't rocking with him at first. Come on, bro. Stop trying to make it sound like he was just destroying every nigga off the bat. Like, oh my God, the second coming of Christ. Miss me with that whack shit.
And that's just the sport of fighting. You know, somebody's going to catch you at some point, you know. So that's just kind of how I chalk that situation up. And again, you know, learn from it, channel it into.
So you basically saying that he got you, and that's basically what he's saying.
Something else. And right now, I'm in a space where, I mean, those guys don't come outside. I don't see those guys anywhere. So like, it's not the same as when I was beefing with Chris or those guys, they hide in God knows where, and they don't come outside unless it's like an event with like security and shit like that. So I you know, for me, I'm at a great place in my life where it's just like, you know, my life is about peace. My life is about drinking espressos and wine. I'm trying to make this album.
Right. Yeah, man. That was a goodie. I ain't gonna lie.
He ain't no person, no peace. He fronting. He a nigga who dough rocks and hide his hand.
I tell you, man, you gotta understand. Drake is the king of not taking accountability. It's everybody else's fault but his own. He he always blames everybody else. And that comes from maybe him being the only child at the time. I don't know exactly.
My mom was the only child, and she wasn't like that. All the people I know that's only children, the only child. Man, I know a couple of people was a little bratty. You know what I'm saying? But even them, they still never rock like this. They was wild enough to take accountability. Even if this is going to get them in mad trouble, they would take accountability. Real talk.
Exactly why he's the way he is. But it could be. But yeah, man. That was a pretty good interview. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm glad I watched it. So what y'all think about that? Let me know in the comments. You know what I mean? Y'all think that was where we start to see Drake, you know, I believe that was the start of the downfall of Drake. That was the beginning right there of the battling. So thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace. Bye.
That was dope. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into some other things, okay? You can follow me, my peoples, on Twitter and Instagram. I am KSGV of Faith. You know what I'm saying? You can check out my website, IamKSGVoffaith.com. You can buy my music, my merch. You can see the podcast episodes, everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go in another direction musically right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But you check out my merch. I don't want to leave that out. It's at the ticker. It's in the ticker tape at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? BB Amore Boutique and Lyrical Design at Bonfire, and the other one is at T Public. You know what I'm saying? I try to find places I could rock with that's not going to be trying to hit y'all over the head with these prices for, the garments and everything. But my designs, you can get put on T-shirts, throwbacks. You can get put on phone case, coffee cup, tumblers, whatever. You can get that, you know what I'm saying? But right now, before I get out of here, what I want to do is let y'all hear my new song, one of my new songs called Empty Praise. And this song right here, a lot of cats, if you in the industry or you're an independent artist, content creator trying to make moves, you can relate to this song. You know what I'm saying? I wrote Empty Praise because I feel like a lot of times, a lot of us have people that they say they rock with us and they act like they down for us. But when it comes to real support, it's like all talk and no actions. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna start off with that and see what that's and then take it from there. I think I got like 2 songs and then I'm out because I ain't trying to stretch it out too long. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get it popping up in here. This is for anyone who knows what it's like to get compliments, but no real support and love. Just a bunch of empty praises. I strive to get by, pay bills get fly. No chills, no lie, word to my love in the sky. Nigga underestimate me till I just blew by. With my middle finger up in this bitch like bomb. Yo, wait a second, I'm a force to be reckoned. You can cross-check the rep, destroy niggas in nanoseconds. Muffled up and speaking reckless force, guards of deception with your wayward message. Knowledge of perception, niggas gotta clean their feet off from all the shit they stepped in. Fake niggas damn crept and niggas sleep or even slept in. Fuck the space that I was kept in with the world. Got you stretching woke minds, never stretching critical thoughts, resurrection high frequencies connecting. My flaws is perfection, niggas insecurities got them being misdirected. Gaslights of unleaded premium doses where I'm edging. May God be my hedges as I'm buffing up enough just to shine through my pages. Oh, we know with the legends, certified MCs that's your truth, not a legend. A nigga bringing hope and truth with the substance to be a legend. Got niggas disappearing like a stretch picture edges. What? I try to get by, pay bills get fly. No chill, no lie, word to my loves in the sky. Nigga underestimate me too, I just blew by. With my middle finger up in this bitch like bye. Yo, I try to get by, pay bills get fly. Yeah, that's my song, Empty Praises, you know what I'm saying? I like how I ended that verse. I said, I have niggas disappearing like a stress bitch's edges, you know what I'm saying? The other song that I made that I want you guys to hear some of it, you know what I'm saying? You can catch my music all over Reverb Nation, SoundCloud, Spotify, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Check this out. This song right here is called We Been There. And the inspiration for this song is because, you know, I watch a lot of YouTube and I've seen a lot of, you know, podcasters talking about how, you know, people mad with us, you know, my people, black folks, like we ain't out there protesting, we not supporting them, we're not doing any of these things. And what they fail to realize, we've been there, done that. And when it came to voting, we voted the way we supposed to vote. Y'all went the way y'all wanted to go. Now y'all want us to be out there on the front line, and we feel like people trying to set us up for failure, like y'all out there doing y'all thing, and ain't nothing popping off. You don't hear nobody getting shot, killed, and nothing like that. But if we come out there, it won't be that same love or respect. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of it, we got this woman that was on CNN, this Latin woman lying on my people, talking about, oh, the peaceful protesters left, and all the looting and destruction came from the black people out of Compton. And then the black people out of Compton and all in those areas was like, yo, they went on TikTok and all that, and they podcasted and started clapping back. And I respect them for that. Because, you know, we tired of y'all trying to use us as scapegoats. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to play this whole song. But yeah, this song is based off of that. Like, yo, we ain't playing this game with y'all. We've been there. We've been through slavery. We've been through genocide. We got pushed to the side. We've been through all that. That's what this song is about. Here we go. It's like they trying to get us outside, know what I mean? They trying. Hold on, let me start that over because I don't like being like, I like it to be from the beginning. Here we go. I'll play the first verse. Hey, yo. It's like they trying to get us outside, know what I mean? They trying to get us out in the street. Trying to set us up, you know what I mean? But let me tell you like this, yo, we've been dealing with this shit our whole life, you know what I mean? Generation after generation, don't tell us it's new. Don't act like you don't know. Every struggle, every betrayal, every attempt to break us down, we seen it, we lived it, we conquered it. Nigga, we been there. Being pushed aside, we been there, nigga. Slavery and genocide, we been there, nigga. Hoping we all die, we been there, nigga. Hope we scheming lies. We been in nigga, coming about this vibe. Feel all the pain I feel inside. Look your niggas in your eyes. Only use us in your slide. Black and brown ain't got no ties. Think you white lip and deny. Fuck your walk it, how you talking, nigga. We mine and I be out. Fucking capping up the try. Fuck that shit, y'all niggas try. Rolled it for the other side. They lost hope when they opened fire. It was never our desire. See the homies burning fire, but y'all rather run with liars. Getting down to the wire, nigga. What the fuck is going on? Why you did yourself so wrong? Hope spot like we were gone. Chop your boots, I'm saying I'm strong. Niggas learn that grin and bearing. All the hate that we been sharing. Niggas thought there was no comparing. Fuck complaining, we don't wanna hear it. We ain't pushed aside. We been there, nigga. Slavery and genocide. We been there, nigga. Hoping we all die. We been there, nigga. Hope we scheming lies. We been there, nigga. We ain't pushed aside. We been there, nigga. Slavery and genocide. We been there, nigga. Hoping we all die. We been there, nigga. Hope we schemes and lies. Yeah, that's my joint. We've been there, you know what I'm saying? My concept for that video, I already got one, is like I'm gonna have different, you know, FBA saying that line. We've been there, nigga. Cause we all been there, you know what I'm saying? We was in the slavery, but we've been part of genocides and other things, you know what I'm saying? Our ancestors was in slavery. I didn't want to leave them out. That's why I put that in there. Cause they are part of us, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I gotta get out of here. Love you guys. Thank y'all for spending time with me, chilling with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I always say, love each other like it's your last day, because you never know. Other than that, catch you in the next one. One.